Two wrongs make a right, but three rights makes a left. Huh? Huh? Connectors, what's up? DK here. Hope you're having a great day. Hey, did you ever see a really cool magic trick? I mean, one of those tricks where the magician shows the card or presents the final bit, and you just sit there dumbfounded, and you look to somebody and you go, wait a second, how did they do that? How did you do that? You notice what I asked there? The question I asked was how? How did they do that? As opposed to the amazement of the accomplishment, the trick. The amazement wasn't the thing, it was find out how it's done. Now this is a curious thing because we as humans, we're curious. We want to know how things work. Some of the most popular shows are how things work, how things are done, deconstructing tricks so you can see what they're doing about sleight of hand or how they're palming something or all that kind of stuff. And I am not a magician. I am not at all. But there's something amazing about the trick that we skip over to get to the let's deconstruct it and give the answer to how it's done. And I think there's something here metaphorically that we should talk about in terms of our community development and how do we operate within the idea of creating community. And we worry too much about the how and we forget the wonderment, the wow. Look, we have to be pragmatic. We have to understand that there are operating materials and needs and requirements when we put things together for our community, whether it's a special event or an initiative or a new program. There's going to be the blocking and tackling. How are we going to get this done? But too often, I think when ideas are proposed or new coalitions are developed, they immediately get into the how. Let's deconstruct how this would work and realistically give an assessment of really how this is going to affect us, our bottom line, our workflow, our partnership, all these kind of things. And again, I don't want to stress that is unimportant. That is super important when putting it together. But the initial thing, we skip the wow of what could be an amazing idea, what could help develop out our community, build bridges to one another, make ties and connections that haven't happened, or enhance a connection that is strained or has been at an arm's length, and we could bring it closer. The wow of this, the wow of community development, is what moves passion forward. What gets people creative and what inspires people to stand up and say, I got an idea for you. I got an idea I want to share. If we lose the wow and immediately go into, well, I don't see how that's going to work because I've just deconstructed how this is going to be and the how makes me nervous. Don't feel bad about nervousness, but start with a little bit of wow. Start with the imagining the end goal, imagining the finish. Imagine that wow. You know how this works. You get somebody who has a crazy idea, and first we call it crazy. We call that person crazy. They're too out there. They're too futuristic. They're thinking of something that they can't touch and see and feel in the moment, so there's no way we can associate to that. But then again, they keep at it. And slowly, before we know it, that thing that before felt like a complete unknown, a complete too far out, futuristic crazy, it sounds more real. It becomes real, and it manifests into something great. I call it the tuning fork going off, but we all know this. That hint, that boom, something hits you. That wow, it's built through joy, it's built through interest and passion, and that wow can inspire. Everywhere around us, there's new technologies, new initiatives, things that are happening that started simply as saying, here's an idea, and someone else saying, wow, I think that's a great idea. Then figure out how to do it. Most of the time, there is not even a system in place. There's no an SOP. Nobody waits for a best practices seminar. Nobody waits for a pamphlet to come out. They say, wow, tuning fork goes off. They get excited. Let's see what we can do. Let's start something today. So non-profiteers, connectors, get out there. Start pitching some ideas. Have an idea, go out there and pitch it. Or if you hear something, if somebody comes to you and suggests, hey, we should collaborate on this. I got an idea to bring into the table. I got something that I think the community could do. I have an idea for a special event, initiative, whatever it is. Listen to it. Wait for the wow. Give yourself a chance to see it. To see if somebody says to you, I got this idea, but imagine how this might look. And you spent all your time on the how to get there, you might miss the joy of the end goal, of seeing in your mind's eye something to completion. And that wow could inspire you to get creative and get involved with that. We'll figure out the how. But start with wow, not how. So connectors, I'm going to end it right there. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. My name is DK. I'm with Connect the Dots Movement. And please share this video out with folks. And if you have any questions or comments, be sure to check us out on Facebook right here, facebook.com/Connect the Dots Movement. Or you can follow us on Twitter @WeConnectDots. And if you have a question directly for me, or if you would like to arrange some time that we can talk about your organization, maybe do an initial consultation, check it out right here, Doug at connectthedotsmovement.org. Love to hang out with you. Love to talk to you a little bit about your nonprofit and your community and see if there are ways that we can make connections happen. Connectors, thanks so much for hanging out with me. I do appreciate it. My name is DK, and you have just been connected. I'll talk to you soon.
Bonita came, it was wild how she dominated. Can I kick it, parlay this to our next phase? So drunk in those days, I truly was amazed how I got up enough to make tunes. People cheer me.
Nonprofit power.
In theory, people quickly recognize who we are. Phife is ill and Buster is